Good evening, everybody. I wanted to do a quick vlog on what's kind of been going on, update on my 8.5-month bump. Now I'm 8.5 months pregnant with our little baby girl, and well, feels like a big baby girl. And kind of just what's been going on here at the Ruan house. So today we went swimming, and that was a lot of fun. We went to the swim park. The aquatic center, and that was a lot of fun. We swam all day, got really tired, and then went to my mother-in-law's house. So it was a very fun day, and so feeling pretty good. This part in my pregnancy, I have been getting tired, but I wouldn't count that as feeling really horrible, just tired, I guess, where I just don't want to do stuff, but then I get these really weird surges of energy as well sometimes. So it's been kind of weird, like with my energy. So you don't know. Yeah, you never know when you're pregnant. And then the other thing I have going on this weekend is I have one of my good friends' baby showers I'm going to tomorrow. I'm excited about that. She is due about 2 weeks before me. So yeah, it's fun. I love baby stuff. So anyways, that's what's kind of update on me. Rudy works from home, so that's been really nice because, you know, if the kids have questions or something, he can help out. Or if I sometimes need a rest, which hasn't happened that often, but he'll step in every once in a while if I need to lay down for a little while. But for the most part, I've had a pretty good amount of energy. It's just nice having him, another adult around every once in a while, you know, to talk to, or yeah, so that's been nice. So I kind of wanted to get to 2 books I recommend while I'm pregnant that I've really enjoyed. And this is my 4th pregnancy, for those of you that don't know that. So I have done this a few times. And so the books I recommend, I know a lot of people are like, why are you reading books? This is your 4th pregnancy. Shouldn't you know everything by now? And I really feel like every time you get pregnant, like you forget so much, especially between kids. Like you just, you know, you have your pregnancy stage, and then you have your newborn stage, and then you have, you know, infant, toddler, and the older they get. And so there's so many different stages that you kind of forget, like the basic, like, you know, first few months pregnancy. Oh yeah, that's normal. That's not like the end of the pregnancy or this or that. So it's really benefited me to keep books around, especially since we don't know when we're gonna stop having children. We are on 4, and a lot of people keep asking, you know, when we're gonna are you guys done? You know, I get that question all the time. And it really, you know, depends on what the Lord has for us, because we thought we'd be done at 3 for sure. And then Sophia got a little older, and then my heart, I just felt like I wanted another baby. I wanted another little person around. I love my children, and they're such a gift. So yeah, they're a gift from God. So I totally just kind of going with the flow. You know, I'm very thankful for, you know, my husband being able to work from home, and financially we're able to sustain. But I know even if things got rough, God would sustain us. We have, you know, food and shelter and abundance of things, which we have so much stuff to be thankful for. So anyways, kind of a side tangent, but yeah. So what the first book that I've had, and everyone knows this book, is What to Expect When You're Expecting. I like this one because it goes through every month and trimester. So in the beginning, throughout your pregnancy, the first month, the second month, it's going to go through everything. And then every like common question you have, like what can I eat? What can I eat? Is back pain normal? Am I in preterm labor? All those questions are answered in this book. So if you, first pregnancy, or maybe it's your second pregnancy, but you, I don't know, you have questions and you want something handy, this is great. So yeah, keep this. This is always on my shelf. I rarely read it anymore because in the beginning I feel like I'm really like nosy on what's going on. And then towards the end I'm kind of, it's like a waiting game where you're kind of like, okay. And it's more research, I feel, on labor, which it does have laboring positions in here, but I've been more YouTubing stuff. But yeah, I recommend this book just to have as a reference. The other book I just purchased, which I've had other breastfeeding books, but I got Ina May's Guide to Breastfeeding. I have had other breastfeeding books and I can't even remember what they're called, to be honest with you. The other ones I got were excellent. I just remember, I think after my second son, I remember a girl I worked with, she was pregnant and I just handed her all my pregnancy books. And I even handed her another copy I had of this one. So yeah, she got all of them and I don't even remember what it was called. It was an excellent book. But this one I actually really enjoyed. I'm really in the beginning of it, to be completely honest. But it has to go through, in the beginning, all the hormones and everything that like breastfeeding does for not only your baby, which is so important, but for you as the mom. And it's amazing what breastfeeding does, the type of hormones that it produces and how it really helps just everything, your body. It's not only nourishing your baby's body, but can help you with osteoporosis in the future and even like your recovery mentally. It just helps so many things. So there's just a ton of information. But then it goes into the positions and kind of the whole affection of breastfeeding, leaking, how to burp your baby, your needs, the feeding, sore nipples, mastitis, how to feed a tongue-tied baby, and then if you're going to get a breast pump, it has some information on that too. So this is a load of information. It doesn't have a ton of pictures. There's other books that you could purchase that have a lot of pictures. I'm a very visual person. The book I did have had more pictures, and so but if you're very visual, I also, you know, suggest going on YouTube because you can use them in conjunction. You could get really deep into the science of breastfeeding and a lot of studies and stuff like that. And then you can also go on YouTube and watch live breastfeeding videos and latches. And so anyways, yeah, so I recommend these two books. I always think you need to have a breastfeeding book and a pregnancy book when you're pregnant. So when you're sitting around, you have something to read. And you can also go online. There's so many resources, but I personally love physical books. It kind of hurts my eyes to sit on the computer too long and read, and I get fidgety. I don't know why. It's just, if I have a physical book, it's better. So that is enough of that about the books. So the next thing I wanted to move on to, I hope my phone doesn't fall, is a few items that I got whenever Amazon Prime, they were doing Amazon Prime Day. So they had like the hot items that went on sale, and I just wanted to share with you some of these really cute things I got for the baby so far. And then a few things that I would suggest getting. I haven't used them, but I would still suggest getting them just because I have had babies before. Okay. So one of the things is this Honey Buns Era Organics, and it is a body wash. And so I got this, and to be honest, I don't remember the exact prices. I just know they're marked down like maybe $4 or $5. So for these items, and they were already in my cart that I wanted to get them. I've never tried this, but everything is chemical free here. And they're big on like allergies. They're like test sample for allergies. But they're hypoallergenic, nutrient rich, sulfate free, and non-toxic. So Honey Buns, and this is a brand I got again on Amazon. And then with that, I got the Healing Balm, which is good for diaper rash, cradle, cap, and everything in between. My kids always get cradle cap, always, all three of them did. So my assumption is that the next baby will probably get it. So what I'm thinking you do with this cream is that I just will rub it on her head so it keeps it moisturized, and then at some point I'll be able to like comb off the little flakies that come on, but it's more healing, and so I like that I could use that. And I like things I could use in conjunction that like go together. The only thing that I have not purchased for her body so far is as far as skincare. Others, I'm still getting cloth diapering. That'll be a whole nother video if I do cloth diapering, because there was so many options when I looked online. But as far as skincare goes, I have not got her any lotion. I wanted to do something chemical free, obviously. And I was looking into do it yourself, but I heard that sometimes coconut oil could be irritating to skin. So I'm like, oh, there was a lot of coconut oil recipes. So, and I know infants, they don't need lotion, okay? If I'm giving her a bath, you should not be bathing them every single night. They could get a bath like as needed, basically, like, you know, once a week, really good, you know, scrub, but the washcloth throughout the week. I mean, if, you know, little cheese here, you know, under their arms or something, that's kind of a cloth as you go, and I don't consider that a bath. So I guess, you know, the whole bath, immersed in a bath, I would say like just not often when they're infant, because their skin is so delicate and it doesn't need the moisture, like it doesn't need it. So anyways, yeah, so minimal is the best way to go. And yeah, I do plan on breastfeeding, so if she has some skin irritation, you can always use breast milk on that. So I'm gonna use these, and then we'll see what kind of skin she has. And then I don't know if, I'm sure this brand sells a lotion, but I might do the Honest Company, because that one I could grab at Target. So those two I got. And then the other thing I got were these bamboo washcloths, and I love that they were free of chemicals, toxins, and dyes, and they were perfect for sensitive and baby skin. So bamboo fibers, so they're really soft. And I love that they were chemical free. So I just need to get these out, pre-wash them, and then these will be for her bath. I also am using Norwex little body washcloths. I'm gonna use for her too, because those have the embedded silver, which means that the wipe is gonna pull off anything, any germs, and then it'll actually self-purify without adding any toxins or any chemicals or anything. So if she's really sensitive and I can't use the body wash with this, I can just use my Norwex wipes. So yeah, so I have these. And then the other thing I had to get, because they were so darn cute, were these chiffon petal headbands. And there are 18 in here. There were a ton of colors, and when I saw these on sale, and they had like great, like 4 or 5 stars, I had to get them. So they're chiffon, and they're so elastic and really just soft. You know how sometimes they make a mark into the baby's head, and you see the little red mark, and you just feel so bad for them, because I don't know, that'd probably be really annoying if that was on your head all day and you can't really say, can you move that? I always think that with my babies. So these I really loved. So